A fossil fuel is a fuel formed by natural processes over millions of years. They are formed from the anaerobic decomposition of buried dead organisms. Fossil fuels contain high percentages of carbon and include petroleum, coal, and natural gas. Other commonly used derivatives include kerosene and propane. The use of fossil fuels has always been an integral part of our way of life, powering everything from our lights to our cars. However, our continued usage of fossil fuels is unsustainable. Thus, we need to consider other alternatives before it's too late. Fuels that have been extracted from plants and crops are known as biofuels. Of these, the most commonly extracted and used one is bioethanol. It is blended with gasoline and can be used as an alternative fuel for your car. Biofuels are inherently more sustainable due to their lower carbon footprint. Biofuels have a similar chemical structure to fossil fuels, except they have an ester functional group. The oxygen contained in the molecule is useful during combustion because it provides for a more efficient burn, while providing a similar level of energy. The amount of CO2 produced is lower than that produced when petrol diesel is burnt. The net addition of CO2 is lower as biofuels are made from plants which remove some CO2 from the atmosphere during production. As of now, biofuels cost the same in the market as gasoline due to government subsidies. However, they are cleaner fuels, which means they produce fewer emissions on burning. With the increased demand of biofuels, they have a potential of becoming cheaper in the future. Gasoline is refined from crude oil, which happens to be a non-renewable resource, so current reservoirs of gas will end sometime in the near future. Biofuels are made from many different sources such as waste from crops and plants grown specifically for the fuel. Most of the fossil fuels will expire and end up in smoke one day. Since biofuels can be made from crops, production can be increased to meet demand, making them a viable alternative to fossil fuels. Fossil fuels, when burnt, produce large amounts of greenhouse gases, which causes global warming. However, studies suggest that biofuels reduce greenhouse gases up to 65%. Although the production of biofuels creates carbon dioxide as a byproduct, it is frequently used to grow the plants that will be converted into the fuel, which allows it to become something close to a self-sustaining system. Another chemical advantage between using petrol and biodiesel deals with degradation. Biodiesel is biodegradable. The ester group makes it possible for biodiesel to be taken up by microorganisms and degraded. Alpha Biofuels, a startup from 6 years ago, expects demand to reach 2 million liters this year, up 30% from last year. Its plant in West Coast can produce 2.4 million liters of biofuel in a year. Alpha Biofuels will soon allow customers to produce their own biodiesel at home, using a machine the size of a long dining table. Alpha Biofuels is also imagining a future where a shopping center's used cooking oil transforms into biofuel that can power the building. The facility, believed to be the first in a shopping mall, can produce up to 200 liters of biodiesel a day from used cooking oil, enough to power the fuel needs of a double-decker bus for one full day. A second company, Fuellogical, is building the world's largest biodiesel production facility by September 2018. The new biodiesel plant will produce about 17 million liters a year and will sell to the domestic and international markets. Overall, biofuels will become key to our energy needs within the next 50 years. With our continued use of biofuels nearing its expiration date, the need to increase public awareness about biofuels is critical. Therefore, we strongly advocate the switch to biofuels from fossil fuels for the benefit of the environment as soon as possible.
Created using Powtoon.